Ever heard this song? A song about religion damning you for your sins? It's a fine-looking high horse. What you got in the stables, right? You judge people, and yet what's going on behind the scenes in your own stable? Hungry words. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. No masters or kings when the ritual begins. There's no sweeter innocence than our gentle sins. In the madness and toil. Never knew that line. Only then I am human. Only then I am free. So I guess when you die, you're free. So sometimes you have to die to the old ways of thinking, the old dogma, the old belief systems, right? Amen. Amen. Love this. Love this song. Take me to church. So this person actually shows a situation of two gay people being hunted and beaten and tortured because they weren't accepted because of what their religious dogma taught. But it's in every situation. It's in the Jehovah's Witness organization that I was raised in. You know, if you're not a Jehovah's Witness, I'm not allowed to associate with you. You can't be my friend. I couldn't even be friends with my cousins because they didn't belong to my faith. And when I decided to have my own belief system, which is freedom and believing that God loves all of us and that there should be no dividing between families because of race and color and religion and ideas, I was disassociated from my organization. We all know the story. So many. The Jewish people did it. My twin wasn't allowed to be with me because of the same reason. I didn't want to start on a negative, but that came up, so I guess that needs to be shown. I wanted to tell you something really exciting. I went, after I did my reading yesterday, which wasn't supposed to go up until late last night, for some interesting reason. I guess the things that I said were marinating, right? I feel like people had to process a few things before they were able to see that. It was an awesome reading, though. I hope you guys liked it. I did. I was pumped. And I went for a power walk in the bloody heat. It's hot here. I don't like the heat, I'm telling you. Don't like the heat. I want it cooler. But it is very beautiful, and I made myself go. I gave away all my flip-flops before I left California when I went to Wisconsin. And I used to walk in flip-flops. They were comfortable, you know. And I didn't have them, so I had to put on these stupid walking shoes, these running shoes, and they blistered my feet, and they were hurting so bad. But I found this garage sale. And you know I don't spend a lot of money on myself, and there's things that I want, and I don't have the money for it, and I don't. But you put things out to the universe that you want, right? Well, this is one of the things that I put out to the universe that I wanted. I told you guys I was going to get rid of that sheet bedspread that I had, and I was going to get myself a nice comforter when I came home from Wisconsin, right? Well, I gave my landlord my old bedspread, and I didn't. I just put a sheet on the top of the bed. But I go to this garage sale, and this woman is selling everything in her, everything is BB clothes, all designer things, all these fluffy, it's funny because it was very much in quite a while ago, you know, the white furniture and the chrome and very high end, very, very expensive stuff. My old roommate was all Orange County about that. But she had this. And I like this. This Liger likes the feeling of this, right? And I do too. And I like the earth elements, right? And it was $40. And I thought, I'm going to get it. So I got it. And she had this area carpet. And it was neat too. I didn't know. I mean, I don't have anywhere in this place. You know, I shouldn't be buying things, right? I heard in my head, there were so many things that I looked at, and I heard in my head, no, no, no. Because you may not be able to take that with you wherever you're going. I don't know. But I mean, a bedspread I can take, right? And the thing is, it's a coverlet. It is a duvet, but she says I just always threw it over the end of the bed. And when I went, she took me in to see this house that she's renting. It's this incredible house. The landlord is in China for 5 years and has never been to the United States. No, is in China, won't be here for 5 years. She bought the house as an investment property and has never been here. And so she took me through it. And the places, I've always walked past that house, and it was empty for 2 years. And so they just moved in and rented it. And she's showing me all the stuff that her and her husband, who is retired, are doing to it. And the place was incredible. And I could tell by the way that she lived that exactly what she said. She has stuff that's just like thrown over couches or whatever. It was incredible. And she had this carpet. And when I went back, I went to get the money. I'm going to tell you a secret. She told me something. We talked about what I did, and she asked me to come through her house and asked me if she had put things up in a, energetic, proper way. And she had this light that was a giant moon, and she had this other mirror that was a giant sun. And she goes, I don't know if but she had gold and silver mixing. Remember I kept saying yesterday how gold and silver, nature puts them together? And she had the sun back here on the wall. It was amazing. It was incredible. And then up here, she had the moon. And it was this big shield, silver shield. And I said, these are perfect. I said, I love that you have them out at the same time. And that's a balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So she took me through the entire house, and it was just, I was drooling. Like, literally, I was drooling. This place was amazing. She's having a garage sale again today, and I'm making myself not go back because the clothes there are worth a fortune. The stuff that she has and she's just giving it away. But she had that carpet, and she says, did you want this carpet? And I said, so I went up to get I said, I'll think about it. I don't want to spend money on things right now. And I have to be considerate about my expenses and things. And I'm very frugal. So I go to the bank and they say, we can't do this transaction here. I was going to get her exactly the money for the bedspread. So I had to go mine, and they only could give me $50. They couldn't give it to me in 20s. And I thought, great. So I go back. And she says, did you want the carpet? She goes, you can have it for 10. So I take it. Liger loves it. You love your carpet, don't you, baby? You deserve it. And I don't even care if I just got this carpet for him. I came out this morning and I looked at it. Do you see what I see? Yes, it's a fleur-de-lis. But do you see the Eiffel Tower? And do you see the fact that it's silver and that my baby's lying on it? Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable to me. I'm looking at that bedspread, and I love that. And okay, so now I'm going to tell you. We started to talk, and she said, there's something I think you might like. And she's an older lady, not older lady, but older than me, maybe 10, 15 years, and super nice. And she takes me in, shows me the rest, and that's when she showed me the house. And in the middle of this room, it's all white couches, white leather couches, white everything. Now, I don't have white in here, right? I have earth tones. It's a panther. It's a white panther walking, and it's a glass coffee table, and it's got Swarovski crystal eyes and fangs. And I'm just like, oh my God. She goes, you can have it for $100. I'm looking at it going, oh my God, I am the panther. And it would have been beautiful sitting on that carpet, right? But I don't have a place of my own. And I'm looking at this. I have to remember, I got this at a garage sale 100 years ago. And it is a piece of furniture that I had with my ex-husband. We got that together. And I like the fact that it's a trunk. I like it's kind of rough, but it's literally busted up. It's like it's been through hell. It's all broken on the sides, and the lid doesn't, I put stuff in it. And I thought I should go get that panther, get rid of this coffee table, that will be the one last energetic tie. Although now I'm looking at the wall, and that picture was we got together as well. So I don't like that. I don't like to hold on to things that when I was with someone else, that came to us. So, but the coffee table, I'm thinking I could paint the panther black. All right? I could just spray it black, and then it would blend in with my stuff. I don't know. I'm just thinking, was it a sign? Do I need to get it? I don't know. But man, and why do you guys have to see that? I don't know. There's a reason. I always think that, I tell you to share too much of my life with you, and that everybody doesn't need to know that. And then later I listen to it, and there are things that are being said that they're messages to me. Even if they're not messages to you, they're messages for me. And a lot of the times I don't see the messages while I'm channeling, because I'm just talking what my higher self is telling me to say, right? I don't see the messages that are unfolding, but I see them later. And another weird thing is I've been fixing up my website, and the reading was frozen yesterday, and my website was frozen yesterday. I can't, so if anybody's got, it's still frozen. I don't know what's going on. I'm not able to move anything. So it's telling me, I think, I don't know, don't put it out yet. Something's frozen. It's my creativity. So I'm going to let you guys know. If you go to my webpage, my Star Child Cosmic Creations and my Cosmic Crystal Clusters, they're the pictures are up, but I can't get the prices up for it. I've got my avian crystal cones up. They're up and ready to roll. But the crystals, maybe I'm supposed to wait. Maybe that's when my twin comes with crystals in his hands. Maybe it's supposed to be for then. I don't know. But everything's frozen right now. And I still haven't cleaned Panu's tank. And I have to. It's awful. I'm walking away from you guys because I have to do things when I remember it. Because, okay, here's a message. I got a message this morning, and it was about, you know, if you allow yourself to drift in your canoe. I was on my canoe, and I wanted to go to the other side of the lake. I did, and I went, and it was easy. It was so easy to go to the other side of the lake. The wind was at my back, but then I needed to come back, and coming back was so hard. I had to really work to push myself against the wind, and so here, if you allow your emotional waters to get cloudy, if you allow your emotional waters to get too dirty, I mean, we all get cloudy, right? We all get emotional algae in our lives, but we got to take care of it, and we got to take care of it quickly. Whoops, sorry. We got to take care of it quickly, because if I don't get this off right away, it's going to be a lot of work, right? If you don't do it right away, what you need to get done, it's going to be twice as hard, 3 times as hard, way harder. So do it while you can. Do it while you see it. Do it before things get out of control. Don't hesitate. Spirit kept telling us not to hesitate, right? Don't procrastinate. Don't put things off. I need to clean. I just did his entire tank. And remember when he wasn't eating? And I kept feeding him, and it went to waste. It was polluted. So that was my message to me. I kept feeding my twin. I kept trying to contact my twin and trying to share with him, and he didn't want it. And so all that food was wasted. All my energy, all of my effort was wasted, and it just turned to pollution. It was, and then I had to clean it all up. It's like, stop wasting your time, Sherry. Stop putting yourself, like working yourself to death. Start giving so much of yourself to a place or to a person who doesn't appreciate it. Maybe it wasn't even that he didn't appreciate it. Maybe he wasn't able to accept it because whatever reason, because he was going through whatever he was going through at the time, right? Now check this out. This must mean something too. I'm holding on to a magnet, right? And I'm cleaning, I'm holding it up, and I go upside down, and I'm cleaning. So this is my message to me. My twin is my mirror, right? We have mirrors in our lives. You may have family members that are mirrors to you. And as I clean my side, his side's cleaning. So people ask me all the time to write about and to, do readings about, special readings about twin souls. And I never want to do it because, as I said, it's upsetting. I talk about them enough, and it's upsetting to me. But that is one of the things that twin souls do. We do our work, and we do our work separately. But while I'm doing my work, have you heard the song? I'm sure you have heard the song by Justin Timberlake. Just hold on. I've got my hand on the other side of the mirror. I'm trying to pull you through, right? That's what I was trying to do with my twin. So I stopped communicating with him personally because he was falling on deaf ears. He couldn't help me. Remember what the Father said? No matter how bad it gets, no matter what, go just do your work, and I'll take care of things. And remember, things were being taken care of on their own. They weren't being taken care of on their own. Spirit was taking care of it, but it was being taken care of. I was just supposed to do my work. And as I cleaned my side of the mirror up, his side of the mirror got cleaned up too, because we're energetically tied. So we don't tell another person what to do. In a twin soul relationship, yes, he's my twin soul, but he has to do his own thing too. But I can energetically affect the situation in a positive way. So can you in your marriages, in your families. You can, as long as you're doing clean up your side of the street, right? Don't worry about me. I'll do mine. You clean up your side of the street. And if I'm doing that, if I'm cleaning up my side of the street, and I'm walking my walk, and I'm talking my talk, right? and I'm energetically connected to another, my energy will affect the other by example. So I didn't wait too long. I didn't want to wait too long to clean out the tank because it's affecting both of us, right? So there, it took me a few minutes. I'm going to do it a little bit more in, because I want it really, really clean, and I'm going to have to take that Buddha out because he's definitely got too much algae on him too. So don't worry about everybody else. You know what? Clean up your side of the street. Let the Father take care of everybody else, and let each other take care of their own things. I don't want to put Gaia behind there. Alrighty. I'm going to put Mama Sherry's conscience ring right there. Because remember I said, where do I put my conscience ring? Listen to your conscience. Listen to what it tells you. Oh, that was there. All right, I don't know all the reasons why I said all the things that I did, but I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to let it be. Oh, this was here. All right. And I'm not certain what... Whoops, sorry, guys. I'm not certain what messages we're going to be working with. Let's see if Canoe wants to have one. I'm not going to give him much. That's another thing, you know? Even though you want... When they accept one thing, and when you give it to them... See, there, he ate it. He ate it right away, but that's all he gets. I'm not giving him any more. I don't want to overfeed him, you know? You look at it, you look at the size of that animal, and the mouth isn't very big. So to give them a granule, it's like he just took a huge double bite of a Big Mac. It's pretty much what he just ate. So maybe later today he'll get one more. It's kind of like less is more is the message, right? Don't say so much, less is more. All right. So I allowed myself to sleep today and sleep and sleep and sleep and go back. And I had a lot of lucid dreams. And they were showing me, it's so odd how Spirit does this to me. They're showing me from the other perspective. You know, the things that I was shown, I was watching. But now, from what I had seen before. But what I was shown last night was not my perspective of watching. It was from the perspective of the one who was going through what I saw. And so I went back to sleep and I watched again. And it's so strange. Sometimes I feel like I'm dreaming with my twin's mother. You know, looking at it from her perspective. It's interesting. It's really strange how things go. And when you can't figure stuff out, I mean, there was so much that was cleared up for me last night. I was just like, wow, that's a trip. You know? But when you don't know, just wait. I mean, you know, it's been 2.5 years since I saw the scenes that I saw last night, and now I was showing them from a different perspective. And, you know, things, remember I said yesterday about the box? I had the right card in the wrong box. That's exactly what they were showing me. What I thought I saw happening to my twin was happening to someone else in my twin's life. And I was my twin. I was viewing it through his eyes. So I had the right story. It was just in the wrong box. It wasn't my twin that was going through all of that. It was someone in his life. And I don't know why I didn't think about that for so many years, because if he's my mirror, I'm him, right? And so I'm not going to be watching him do things. I'm going to be watching through his eyes. So whenever I would have a situation that mirrored what I watched in his life, I should have realized, wait a minute, that's not happening to him. He's watching that happen just like I did. So stupid. Anyway, here, this is, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you that. I'm sitting here shuffling. Messenger Oracle. This is the one that flips out. And the message is a new day dawns. We've had this a while back. And we're having it again. And how awesome. It matches all my cosmic clusters. I like that. Okay, so you see this dragon sitting on this beautiful green healing mountain. Number 1, a new day dawns. Look at the colors. They all go. All of these beautiful colors. Remember when my twin comes back, he comes with crystals in his hands? Look at all the crystals that are around my dragon. Green citrine, malachite, amethyst, rose quartz, the gold for pyrite, labradorite. Why can I never remember my stone? You guys, you got to help me. Write in and remind me of what my stone is. This is angelite with the brown because I like the earth. Smoky quartz, crystal quartz. There's fluorite in there too, the kind of the green. I can't ever remember my stone. It's like my favorite. It's not this that it's my favorite color, my favorite stone. It's important to me. And it's important to me and I can't remember its name. Stupid. Anyway, so the number 1, clearly the number 1 is talking about a beginning, but it's talking about positive. Remember, when we see the number 1, it's about staying positive. So that's what they're telling you. Stay positive, because what you're thinking about right now is coming true. So you have to think about what it is that you desire. Don't get stuck in the fears and the worries. You know, when we talk to people, I talk to my clients and I give them a whole reading and it's really positive and they're just like, they're super excited. And then as soon as they take in all of that excitement, then they have this one negative thing happen and they write me back and they're like, yeah, but, and they completely undo the whole thing by starting to think negative. So do whatever you can to keep your thoughts positive. And give any of the fears that you come up, surrender them to Spirit. Allow Spirit to take them over. So the number 1 here, a new day dawns. Well, or that's pretty, you know, it's pretty obvious what it means. It's a new day. And every day we get up, we've got an opportunity to do things in a different way, right? We've got an opportunity to embrace something, to start over, to make new choices, to create something, to be the person that you want to be. Remember, I don't want to be that person anymore. Wow, I'm looking at this and listening to this, and that's what I was doing, and I didn't even realize it, and I certainly didn't want that. I don't want to be that way now. Or maybe I was that, and I was thinking that, and this is why, but I've changed my mind. I don't want to be that person anymore. I've changed my mind. We have the right to change our minds, right? So now I want to be a different person. And right now, Spirit's telling you, just like the number 1, don't allow your fears to hold you back. Because this is a great, beautiful day. It's bright. There's blue sky. There's not a cloud in the sky. The water is very calm. And you've got the possibility of doing anything and everything in front of you. There's hope in front of you. You have the ability to say, look, the waters are pouring in a positive way. Good fortune flows into me. This is one of the things that I told you guys about feng shui. If you have a fountain, don't have a fountain that faces out. Face it in, because in feng shui, that is money coming to you, abundance coming to you. And so it's like infinity pools. People have those gorgeous infinity pools and the water goes out. That's everything good. All the emotional waters are flowing away from you. Not good. You want stuff. I want stuff to stay here. I want it to come in. Look at the water pouring down. It's coming right down on my work desk, right? It's right down on me and Panu. I want Panu to get the abundance, right? So good fortune is yours. So Spirit says, get up, go out, and greet the day with a beautiful smile. It's Saturday, isn't it? I never know what day it is, but I think somebody told me it was Saturday. And even, you know, smiles are infectious. If you smile at somebody, actually, there's a trick you can do too. If you smile at somebody, you can change an angry person to a person who stops and kind of thinks for a second. I've smiled at somebody before, and they've had this really furious look on their face, and they've looked at me, and they were like, why are you smiling at me? And I said, I don't know, you just look so serious. And they said, oh, I've got a lot on my mind, but thank you. You know, it kind of gets them out of their, and also it makes you think too, geez, people can look at me and they could think, God, I'm angry looking, right? But I'm not. I've just got a lot on my mind. People that don't smile, there's a lot of people that are very stoic. You can't read them. They make you feel uncomfortable. So if we want people to feel comfortable around you, smile. And for you yourself, it's a test. I watched it once on a video a long time ago. The universe says smile. Just hold the smile. When you smile, it affects your eyes. It lifts your spirit. You can't have it not affect you when you smile. So that is something that you can do to lift your energy. Hold a smile, and it makes your eyes smile. Hold that, and just hold it for as long as you can. It will lift your energy. Try it. It works. It really does. Okay. My twin is telling me he was in my dreams last night right now. Last night you were in my dreams. I know you were. I watched it, and I understand that it wasn't you that I watched all that happen to. I've known that for a while. You just probably couldn't see it because there was so much algae in your tank. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. A song right now, Bipolar Romance. You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. But we're allowed to change our minds. We're allowed to change our minds. Sometimes we have to change our minds. And you know what? Sometimes we do. Sometimes one day we feel this, one day we feel that. Our minds change with our energy. So if you're sitting there by yourself and you don't know what's going on, you're going to go all over the place, right? So what do we have to do? We have to kind of surrender. Just let the whole thing go. Because you know what? It's giving me a headache. It's giving me a headache in my third eye. I don't want to deal with it. Either get a new pair of glasses and try and look at things good, or throw those glasses out altogether and forget it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Next one. I like it when they do that. Drop one and then, go be without malice. Now we have this in reverse. So you see this one. This is interesting. When I look at this, this reminds me of somebody that used to be in my life. And it was a roommate of mine. And the roommate was spiritual, but dark. Had a lot of strange connections. Went through a lot of real difficult dark energy and dark times. Was covered in tattoos. But they had a good heart. But the energy got so toxic, I had to pull myself away. A lot of time had gone by, and I allowed that person back into my life. I'm looking at this person now. The number 4 says there are angels. They're all around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. Okay, that's the first message that we see. This person is holding up a staff like, I'm going to protect myself. I'm cloaking myself. Right? Don't hurt me. Look at the bags under their eyes, like me. Look at the dark. There's a mark on their forehead, too. They're dirty. To me, those look like tattoos, but it's probably dirt. You know? It's like a homeless person. And they've been hurt, they've been disrespected, and they've been disappointed by others. And so they're putting that staff out and they're saying, fuck you, stay away from me. I'm not letting you in. Remember? Remember yesterday? I'm not going to let you hurt me. I'm not going to allow you to show me your affection and your love. Because anytime that's been done, no one's touched me with tender hands. No one's stood by the words that they have said. No one's proven what they spewed off to me as truth. So for you and for me, someone has let us down. They've betrayed us. Yes, they have. And it's normal for us to feel angry and hurt and disappointed. I do. I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've been by someone I love more than anything. So to feel that emotion, it's natural. It's real. But we have to think about how it affects us when we respond. We can't allow that to infect our bodies and make us turn into someone like this. That negative energy hurts not them. It hurts us when we carry it. It's like it's on something underneath our skin. It's like a disease that gets inside of us. My mother died very, very young because she had been hurt and betrayed. And she was so angry and filled with bitterness because of the things that had happened. And they were horrible things that happened, but she couldn't let them go. And she literally allowed herself to be eaten up with cancer. She couldn't let go of it. And she died very young. She was only 71. My grandmother was 98. So, yes, you've been betrayed. Yes, you've been hurt. So have I. Really horrible things have happened to me. There's a lot of things you guys don't know that have happened to me that I probably won't share. But I can't let it infect my body to the point where it's going to consume me and shorten my life and to rob me of the joy that I have, the ability to have in this beautiful world that's around me. I love to travel. I love adventure. I love to enjoy what Spirit has brought us. You know? So acknowledge what has happened. Learn the lessons from it. Remove yourself from the toxic people. And let the anger and the hurt and the disappointment and the betrayal and the sickness and the sadness go away from you. Don't be so consumed with ideas of revenge or lashing out. And we've all seen those ones that hurt others before they can hurt us. That's what someone calls a player. They don't allow anybody. They treat women like objects or men like objects because they've been hurt by the opposite sex. And they're never going to allow anyone to get close to them because why would they? I'm not going to let you get close to me. I'm not going to allow my heart to be hurt again. They've built up such a wall around them that they have treated others with cold and disrespect because they'll hurt you before you can hurt them. And when they start to feel something towards you, they hurt you. Why do you hurt me? Why do you hurt the one you love? Because I'm afraid to let you in. Don't allow these ones that have hurt you to cause you to react and do something to retaliate that could get you in trouble, that comes from malice, that comes from spite, that comes from revenge. It hurts you. You'll get yourself in trouble. You will bring that karma back to you. You may not be found out. You may not get yourself in trouble by the law. They may never even know what you've done to screw them over. I've watched somebody fuck somebody over. I've watched it in my dreams. And the look on that person's face was just hate and anger. But that person is now filled with that venom. They've been bit by the rattlesnake. And instead of allowing that to be an anti-venom, to teach them to be aware of the type of people that they need to stay away from, they've allowed it to infect them to the point now where they turn around and they're biting. And when you bite back that person that's hurt you, that's why Jesus said, turn the other cheek. He didn't say be a doormat. He didn't say stand there and allow them to slap you. He said, turn the other cheek. Turn away. Turn away from them. Don't do to them what they have done to you. You will draw that energy to you, and now you will carry that karma, that energetic vibration, and you will draw to you negative events one after another until you drop that energy. Don't be this person. Choose to be different. Next message. It's hard to do that when somebody has hurt you so badly. I've said recently, I watched somebody do something. It was someone molested a child, and that person was exterminated by somebody, and I said, I wasn't sorry. They were a rat. I wasn't sorry. I didn't do it, but I wasn't sorry they were gone. But it isn't for me to take. God says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord, right? Don't take it upon yourself. Karma will take care of that one. Don't be the one that does it. Because then, even though that person was guilty, that person was evil, that person did these horrible things, now you've become just like them. Right? You've become just like them. Turn away from that life. And if you have, and you're sorry that you've done it, let it go. Walk away from it. Do a ritual if you have, a cleansing ritual. That was what's so good to do on the full moon. Release all that you no longer wish to carry. I don't want to carry the feelings of revenge and anger and betrayal. I just want to wash myself away of it, because you know what? All I do is I go around in this dark little black rain cloud, and everywhere I go I infect everybody with that, and I make myself miserable instead of looking out there and seeing that and what I can enjoy. Right? When I went to Wisconsin, there was a person that somebody said something about me, and they said, isn't she just a little ray of sunshine? And this person obviously was annoyed by it and said, yeah, doesn't it just make you want to slap that smile right off her face? And I thought, wow, that person's carrying a lot of anger. That person's carrying a lot of sadness and bitterness. And they dress all in black, and they come across as a total bitch that they are, because they're holding on to that. It's like, wow, you need to take a look and realize, a smile's better than spitting on someone. Correct for neutrality on all levels. One last message. Heed your dreams. This is beautiful. I love the colors. I love these colors. Songs. You forgave, and I won't forget. Somebody came back. They relented. Do you know this song? I will wait for you. I'm trying to think of it. It's by Mumford and Sons. I came back, and you forgave, and you forgave, and you forget, and you forgave, and I won't forget. So we've had a lot about forgiveness recently, haven't we? Remember yesterday I said I felt that one person was really sorry for the way that they had behaved, for what they had done, and when they came forward, you were being encouraged to forgive them, because they were coming from a place of sincerity. They may have acted in a hateful way, but they were sorry. And sometimes we have to forgive something that's really, really painful for us. But what can you do? I'll use my head alongside my heart. So tame my flesh, right? That's what we need to do, tame our flesh. Cleanse my eyes. A tethered mind, free from the lies. Right? I will bow. Wait for me. Remember, my father said that my twin had to bow. Or I will vow and I will wait for you. So, you forgave and I forget. Let go, my tethered mind, free from the lies. And so that person's mind was consumed with whatever was going on. They were misled. And it caused them to do something that they probably otherwise would not have done. And so They're coming back and they're asking for forgiveness. But they recognize that they have been forgiven, and because they have been forgiven, they're going to drop that tethered rope that was on their mind, and they're going to use their heart and their head at the same time. They're not going to react from what their mind has been telling them. They're going to come from a place of love. My heart says this, right? I'm gonna control my mind. Instead of being controlled by my mind, I'm going to control my mind, and I'm going to allow my heart to heal the situation. So I'm looking at this forest, and again I'm seeing the solar plexus. I am worthy. I am able. Look at the snake wrapping around the tree that's coming down. Now the snake remember the snake can bite you, but the snake can also heal you. So this is regeneration, healing, transformation. And look at how beautiful this is. And look at how the moon and the sun are open at the same time. Just like I said in that woman's life, in her home, she had the moon and the sun, both visible during the daytime, both in harmony, working together in balance. I'm paying attention to my dreams, which is the moon. I'm seeing past illusion and fear. I'm looking and turning my head to the sun, to the divine masculine, and I'm recognizing what things look like at night and what things look like in the daytime, and I'm coming to a balance of in between. I'm in this beautiful healing place of nature. The snake is wrapping around me. That snake that bit me before, now that snake is healing me. That's what's happening, like according to that song. So I had really amazing dreams last night, and they're very powerful tools. So your dreams as well, very powerful tools. They bring awareness. They bring awareness from within, and it's not filtered, it's not changed. You can't control your dreams. This is your subconscious higher self that's showing you what's going on. Now, whether it's a nightmare or whether it's a dream, they're showing you what's going on within your mind. Dreams are not always as they seem. When you see blood, that's your soul's blood, it's passion. When you see a death, it's the death of the old. In my dream, my brother killed himself. I saw my brother killed himself, and I was so scared. It was talking about my twin because it showed my twin's brother. He killed himself, but he killed a part of himself. That part of himself died, and it was good because a part of him, remember I told you that beautiful deer that came to me when I was in Sedona, and one of the antlers was falling off. He had one antler on still. He was shedding a part of his life that needed to go. And every day we get a new opportunity to shed what we need to shed. And the snake is showing you, you can shed the old and have something be renewed. So you need to understand both the joys and the fears. You need to understand both what's an illusion and what's the truth. You need to see through it. That snake that may have bit you doesn't mean that this snake is now your friend, but you've now been taken the venom from that snake and you have allowed yourself to be healed by it. Now you understand. You're not going to allow that snake to wrap itself around you and strangle you and take from you and infect you with their poison. You are now immune to that snake. That snake is up there right at your third eye, but it's not going to get in. Look at the tears falling from her eyes. Can you see that up close? Let me zoom it in. Come on, clear it up for me. There's tears. When that snake bites the third eye, tears fall from that eye. Cleansing. Now, another positive message is the snake is not always a bad. The snake is about healing and transformation. This snake now has come and bit you in the third eye and has cleansed you, has allowed all of this shit to fall from you. This green is the color of your heart chakra. Love, unconditional love, and it's the color of healing. So now that snake has come back to bite you in the third eye, and you're washing away. And when you cry and you release, it might have been that you saw somebody as a snake. You saw something. Remember yesterday, am I looking at something that's good or am I looking at something that's bad? I've been woken up, and the tears that have fallen from my eyes, they're cleansing me, and I'm releasing. You release so many harmful toxins when we cry. It's good to cry. Oh, the number 17. Oh God, this song reminds me of my twin. Got off a plane at LAX. Welcome to the land of in excess. Am I going to fit in? Jumped in the cab. Here I am for the first time. Saw the Hollywood sign. Wow. Everything's all so crazy. Everybody's so famous. My stomach is nervous. I'm feeling kind of homesick. I'm nervous. taxi man turned on the radio, and a song from his hometown came on, and then they felt more at home. Right? My twin moved to Los Angeles from here where I am. Everything was wild and crazy. But something from home came on that radio. Something from here connected energetically, and he heard it, and it made him feel at home. That's the message I'm getting. So the number 17, the angels, you get the number 7, you're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectations, remember? And the 1, keep your thoughts positive. So the angels are applauding you for staying positive and optimistic, and they're saying that your optimism is warranted because the thoughts these positive thoughts that you've been holding, they're coming true, just like the first message we got. So keep up the good work. You are on the right path. You're doing what you need to do. So whether the dreams or the nightmares that are happening in your life, there's something that they're trying to teach you. There's something you need to look at. So don't push away. I talked to a client yesterday and wanted me to talk about the dreams that they were having, and I was telling them that they needed to do a clearing meditation. I said it'll probably bring tears to your eyes. It'll bring up past memories. I don't want to look at the past. I'm hurting too much. I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want anybody in. And I said, okay, but you're calling a spiritual teacher, and you need to look at it. You can't stuff it. You've got to allow this stuff to come up. This snake that bit you, the memory. When I came, I bit my twin. I bit him. I reminded him of things that happened to him in his past that he didn't want to look at. And it brought up the pain, and he had to deal with it. And those tears had to come through, but they were healing, but it was painful while he went through it. And it brought things up for myself, too. Listen to me clearing my throat. We have to go through the pain in order to find the healing. So, Spirit's telling you to connect with nature. This is Gaia. That's why I have to keep this one. Someone asked me if I would sell it, but I can't. My twin and I, it was Gaia's garden that was healing. This is where we had to go to heal. That's why these ones stay together. It's the most important thing. Nature is healing. So Spirit wants you to go into this space of nature and connect with Spirit and your higher self. And they want you to learn how to read and incorporate and read and understand your dreams. What are your dreams telling you? Pay attention to what your dreams, my twin has taught me my dreams. He's brought me my dreams for the last it's been over 4 years now. It's been a lot longer than that because we connected 20 years ago and we connected again 10 years after that. And I think from the 10th year, I started to dream with him, and I didn't realize it at the time because I look back and I see it. So Spirit wants you to learn and listen to what your dreams are telling you. And they want you to pay attention to how you feel. Now, I told you I saw somebody fucking a man over, and they showed me someone that I loved, and I said he wouldn't do that. And I was told, yes, he did. And I said he wouldn't do that. I did not believe that it was my twin. Someone was trying to so in my dream, what they were showing me is someone was trying to make you think that your twin did this. But he didn't. I knew he didn't, because in my dream I said he would not do that. I know him. So you need to pay attention to how you feel when you see something in your dreams. Pay attention to what they reveal and learn who you are and who you want to be. Your dreams are there to guide you. Song right now. Pain, it makes me a believer. Right? Pain. Pain. You break me down. But just like the coots do, you have to break down the shit. The coots, the mud hens, they remember I said yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw the post, I put a little video up of mud hens, and I said, look, the coots, they've got nothing left to eat. So they had to come up on land. They had gone through their emotional waters, and they had eaten up all of this broken down stuff, the composting stuff. That was a really good sign, and that's what I said. I was glad to see it, that they had cleaned up their emotional waters. Like this. I cleaned up the emotional waters in Panu's tank. And it was time to fly. It was time to move forward. I was choking from a young age. From a young age, I was broken. And I stuffed them down, hoping my feelings would drown, but they never did. Until they broke up, and then it rained down. Pain. When I came to my twin, and I told him my dreams, the dreams that I was seeing, it awakened things in him, and it hurt him. I'm the snake who bit him. I hurt him. Sometimes you have to hurt the ones you love.